you mentioned the IPL. You obviously have to talk about it. You spent 10 years at RCB. You proposed to your wife outside the Taj Mahal. Like, how did India become like the second home for you? Like, what was it that sort of like connected you to the RCB franchise?
I don't know what it is. I think I was accepted and backed. I didn't feel that way at Delhi in the first 3 years, in and out of the side. No one's fault. I haven't proven myself at that time yet, so it was completely normal for the coach to sort of make me play around and in and out. But I think arrived at RCB and I was told, you're going to play. You're one of our main dudes here. We don't care what's happened in the past. You are our main guy. And like, okay, cool. And that sort of immediately, players are insecure, you know. We feel insecure sometimes. We want to feel like we're backed. And I think that's the main thing. I felt backed. Beautiful city, obviously. Great stadium. Nice field to play on as a batter. More often than not. So it just fitted. Just worked from the start.
But you had like this 10-year run. You've always spoken about the IPL and like RCB was
11 years, by the way.
Oh, 11 years.
See, get your stuff right, Mike. I always say I don't know. You're doing the flipping internet stuff, not me.
The internet stuff. It's called research.
11 seasons, so maybe...
I think it's
maybe
10 years. Might be 11 seasons.
There we go. Maybe you're right.
You saved me. Thanks for not correcting. You just sat there and just let me just like keep sinking and sinking and
You did the
sinking.
research.
You obviously played with Mo, you played with Gale, you played against Gale. You played against Murali, obviously Kohli. What team in the years that you played do you think was the best in that period?
Difficult to say. I mean, Chris Gale arrived there, which obviously played a big role, had a big impact. I don't know which team. I think RCB in 2011, we had a good side. We made the final, didn't win it. It was a handy team. Dan Vittori, quite a few guys. From other sides, I think CSK with Dhoni in this heyday was tough to beat, especially at the Chepauk Stadium. Going there was always tough. Mo, you played a bit there. Almost intimidating, hot, humid. Never felt comfortable out there. And you just always felt like MS had one on you, you know. They're just one step ahead of everyone with his moves and his aura, his presence. So just great challenge. I think that CSK side, when they won, I think they won back-to-back at some stage.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
That was tough to play against Jadu and Ashwin, and they just seemed like they knew what they were doing out there.
Reina was in his pump.
Reina was pumping it. Yeah, stuff.
Obviously, they've just won it. You were just saying about like wanting it too much, and often that's how people described RCB that they wanted it like too much a little bit. Did you feel they wanted it too much in that period, and then this time it just came together? I
always thought RCB was a difficult place to, as a home side, to defend. So you need like good bowlers, and they had Yuzi, I thought was a outstanding bowler at RCB, but like they'd get the runs most of the time. The guys score because it's quite a small ground, quite a nice wicket, but the bowling was always the issue. I think like to defend or to keep the score obviously down.
Spot on.
But it's a great place to play though. So like it's a great city and great the fans are unbelievable. And it wasn't so much like they were too desperate to win it. It was more that it was always a challenge. Like this year they won it, honestly, because they actually won all their away games. They lost their first 3 home games, I'm sure.
Bowlers win your tournaments, Mo.
Yeah.
They had the right... honestly, before, when the auction happened, I looked at the side and I went like, okay, I think we're in with a shot.
For the first time, it was like
with a shot.
Hazelwood.
And it's not to do with batters versus bowlers. No. I honestly felt like, as you said at the Chinnaswamy, you need the best bowling attack in the tournament to create a bit of momentum there. Otherwise, you're going to be struggling.
They picked the right ball, so they got Bhuvi, who's obviously swings it. Experience, and like not too quick, so like the ball slides off quickly, and like obviously he'll get hit here and there. Hazelwood's
a machine.
Yeah. But and they 100% deserve to win it this year.
Yeah. Also, two things: bowling attacks and your local players. You need to have a strong base of local players and a good bowling attack. Then you in with a really good shot.
Chennai won it mainly a lot of the time because the local batters were good, and then they had spinners and they ground. But at home they were almost like impossible to beat.
you love the fact he said bowlers winning tournaments. We have this debate
They
constantly.
do though. They do.
Yeah, I'm
But off
with you.
spinners don't count as bowlers.
Not off spinners. Not off spinners.
You had your 229 run partnership with Kohli, which is I think still the leading IPL partnership. That's like Messi and Ronaldo coming together, like two of the like best. And like as a fan, we would have all sat there and just gone, "This is so unique for the experience." What's that like coming together? Obviously with Kohli.
Amazing. We play the game in a similar way. Very, very busy at the crease, run hard. Really like to sort of get behind what the bowlers are trying to do and then find ways to attack, you know. So there were two partnerships like that, one at the Wankhede and one at the Chinnaswamy, and both times felt very similar, day games, and both of us in the form of our lives, and that always helps. But same thing, I just love batting with him, guy that's very competitive, looking for weakness in the bowling attacks, and love taking bowlers down. So it was nice to be out there with him and just have that experience. Loud crowds, I mean, absolutely incredible experiences for me.
I've got to mention Pakistan. That has to be done. There's that 278 not out against Pakistan in 2010. Would you say that innings is more you, considering everything you just said now, than like say the IPL knocks, or like, it sounds like you really enjoyed that as well, although everyone sort of goes like, oh, AB, the IPL, etc., etc.
Well, if I was captain, I would have gone for that 400.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was a flat wicket. That's what I do remember. Abu Dhabi. I had to work initially, the first 5 overs. There was a bit of movement around, and then it became an absolute road. Yeah, it was good fun.
Did you open?
I batted at 5. We were 20 for 3, I think,
Oh,
initially.
nice.
Yeah, so it was a bit of movement. Had to work for 1 hour, and then it was one of the flattest wickets I've ever batted on after that. But yes, Test cricket is always the main format for me. Greatest challenge, biggest test for a player. There's nowhere to hide. Got to play different styles. Love it. So I would always put more weight on my test knocks than IPLs and T20s, even ODIs. Those are the ultimate format of the game.
Did you find when you with test matches, if your test games in order, like the white ball just took care of itself?
I've had to answer that question on numerous occasions over the years. How do you jump from format to format? And I always felt like if you play well in test matches, your technique is in a good place, you can adapt to anything, literally. So I always speak about the basics, getting that foundation in place, moving well early, seeing the ball. If you can do that, you can play any format.